What's up, everybody? Super late night last night. It was my friend's birthday, so we met up and we played two 2,000 point games of Warhammer. And that didn't actually take 12 hours, the first game. It was brutal. I will say that. I was Death Guard versus Custodes and Models of Slaanesh, and it was a pretty gnarly combo to fight, but beyond the gnarly combo, like the deployment and twist and their like ruse and everything that happened was just bad for me. But you know, it's what kind of screwed me was in the first game was the deployment, and then in the second game I was super burnt on the first game until like halfway through the second game. But yeah, we're not talking about that. We're gonna talk about tanks, cause I think tanks are cool, and I was just watching tank videos, just fucking tanks driving. Then somebody started up a Panzer IV and the Panther Panther A Lux and a Panzer II. Just some old ass World War II tanks that the fucking Nazis had, but they're just big ass chunks of metal with guns on them. They yeah. If you watched my other channel, you saw a video of a T-110E5, which is a heavy tank they used in Vietnam. Maybe it's Korea. Fuck. I forgot which. I think it was Vietnam. When you think about tanks, the development got such a psycho thing. I find them interesting on a few levels. On a purely mechanical level, where it's just like a big chunk of metal with a huge ass gun. I'm like, it's like, we put this thing that's really heavy with this other thing that's really heavy, and it moves. And on like some super primitive level, where tanks blow shit up. And on another level, where it's like, when you think about how tanks were developed, man, it's some crazy shit. Like, when you think about World War I, and battles like the Somme, where people are just like moving in mass into just death, and they're like, oh, we're gonna make this armored, you know, doom vehicle and name it after water tanks, and nobody knows that we're bringing in this metal box filled with machine guns. It's some crazy business. Anyways, if I remember, I'll link the tank videos in the chat here. They're cool as shit. Anyways, have a nice day. If you want to find out about one of the most psycho implements of war, that gets to how fucking nuts humans are, check out the mouse. If you already know what the fuck the mouse and the rat are, you understand what the fuck I'm talking about. When I mean people are crazy as shit. Especially when you take into account tanks.